Hi guys, thank you for being interested in this tutorial, which I will talk about using absolute position in an auto layout to give us the ability to place elements above the other elements that are actually set by the auto layout and spacing, and we can just take an element and place it above them, and having it kind of like we can place it anywhere we want in the auto layout itself. So let me show you what I'm talking about or what we will do in this tutorial. So I have these, actually this each table row is a component, and it has a hover effect and another hover effect here with a tooltip. So when I'm placing my mouse here, so it gives me the row hover and the tooltip, which actually each component is built with an auto layout, and as you see, the tooltip which opens is out of the auto layout itself, and I can just place it anywhere I want in this auto layout. I will show you in a few minutes exactly. You will understand how do I do that. And another example that I have here is kind of a mobile screen, and we're actually going to do quickly this animation of the drop down menu, which is actually these, each one of them is placed in an auto layout, and this one is also placed in this auto layout, which holds the options in this drop down menu, which is pretty cool. Okay, so this is an auto layout which holds this one, and this auto layout holds the choices and the scroll bar as well. Okay, so with no further ado, let's just see how it goes. These are the built ones already, so I'll go to this ones and let's see how exactly we're gonna do that. Okay, so let's start with the table. Okay, the table here, I just have the table header placed here. I haven't done anything with it yet. This is some kind of like an imaginary screen or whatever, kind of like I don't know, a table in a complex system template, whatever, doesn't matter. Anyway, so I have this component, which is a table row, which is built with an auto layout. Okay, and I have this one. Actually, this is the hover state of this component, and actually now when I'm placing my mouse on this row, so it's changing to this one, which gives us the hover effect. Let's copy and just control or command C. I'm gonna place it here, just paste it here, and I'm gonna put it here as like below the table header. And let me just take another one, and I will auto layout them. I will put them with an auto layout. So this is a table. These I have here two table rows, and this is going to be the table rows. This is the auto layout, sorry, which is going to hold all the table rows together. Okay, so let me just double click this one, and I'm gonna control or command D and just, hit a few times, and yeah, we're gonna get something like that, which is fine. Okay, now I'm gonna take the table rows auto layout and this one, and make another auto layout which holds them both together. Okay, actually, when I'm thinking about it, yeah, you know what, that it can stay like that, that's okay. This one, actually, I'm gonna give it a background of, I'll give it a feel of, 1 second, I did some colors here before, which is going to be this one, and I'm gonna give them a 1 pixel spacing, so we're gonna get this. Okay, so now we have the table kind of built. You know what, let me even take this shadow. I'm gonna copy it, Control C or Command C on your Mac, and Control V, and there we go. So we have it right here, and this actually, let's give it a 10 pixel round corners, and good. Have it right here, and that is fine. Okay, 1 second, let me see, what is this? No, sorry, it was a dirt on my screen and I thought that something is messing up with the auto layout. Which is funny. Okay, anyway, so we got that set up. Oh, I don't have the clip content. Now we're gonna see those round corners. Oh yeah, okay, good. So yeah, we have it built, and if we'll see the, let's give it a play. This one, sorry. Okay, so let's give it a play and see how it looks. Okay, and we have the, oh, it doesn't render it very nice. Fit with, yeah, okay, so now we have the hover, which is fine. Okay, we don't have the tooltip yet because we didn't do anything with it yet. Let's do it now. Okay, so now I'm gonna, okay, this is the hover and this is the default. I'm duplicating this one, and let's call it a, let's call it COVID-19. No, we're over that already, hopefully. Yeah, so let's call it a tooltip, this variant. And what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna take the copy and I'm gonna place it here. Okay, if I place it in the auto layout, you will see that no matter where I place it, it goes inside this auto layout, because this row actually is built with an auto layout. So it's gonna push one of them aside and just feel free to shove himself wherever he wants. So what we can do, we have this great ability that Figma did a few months ago, which is called absolute position. Absolute position is this one. Okay, I'm gonna hit that absolute position, and as you will see now, the placement of the tooltip actually is separated from the rest of the auto layout. So it still stays, look at the icon, which is already different. Okay, each element which is in an absolute position has a different icon, and it's going to be placed actually is going to be placed below the other elements of the auto layout, which is a bit kind of like funny because it's actually placed above them. So again, I don't know exactly why Figma did it like that, but anyway, I guess it will be fixed in time like the other ones did. What happened here is something like that. I just want to show you. So basically, if I look at it from the side, okay, let's say that I'm looking from the side on this row. So this is the, actually, let me get a bit closer. So this is the row itself, and now the tooltip actually sits here. Okay, let's say something like that. And the tooltip actually sits here, so I can just, place it wherever I want. So it sits above these elements, which is pretty cool. Okay, great. So now actually what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna double click it, and with my keyboard I'm just kind of like driving it to where I want it to be placed on the hover. Yeah, something like that. I'm just saying, I mean, you can place the tooltip anywhere you want. I'm just showing an example that it gives a tooltip on the third value of this table. It can give, of course, to anyone. I mean, any value that you want, or the second one, the first one, whatever. Of course, in your designs, you will use it as you need to. This is only the technical example to show you how exactly you can use that. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is from this word, from this specific word, because I want the tooltip to come up when I'm putting my mouse on this word. So actually, I'm going to go to prototype and connect it to the third one, and it's going to be while hovering. Let me see that it's, yeah, that's okay. While hovering, dissolve. Yeah, dissolve, it's okay because I'm not actually animating anything. I'm just kind of like fading it in. So the dissolve does a pretty good work. Okay, let's see what's going on now. So we have the hover, and boom, we have the tooltip coming up on the third value, which is pretty great. Cool. Okay, so we got that one done. Check. Great. So let's go ahead and do the and do this one, which here we see a beautiful nothing. So let's create it now. Okay, so let me take something like that, give it a, let's see how it sits here, 320. Yeah, that looks okay. Even a 300, I guess. Yeah, being a bit childish here. 60. Yeah, it's okay. Okay, let's give it a kind of a darker look a bit, something like that, and let's give it a 6 pixel round corner for now. Let's go ahead with that, and this is going to be the first. Oh, that's very nice. Starting with small letter and keeping on the word with big letters. That's quite interesting, but that's not exactly what I meant. First option. Yeah, first option. Yeah, first option. That's okay. First option. Yeah, 20. That's okay. Hey, take it easy there. Let's give it an 18. 18, yeah, 18. 18 is good. And now I'm gonna actually do that. Yeah, let's give it a small chevron. This is called the chevron icon. Yeah, let's do something like that and give it a, I guess, 3 and round. So the round, by the way, makes it a round cup, and I want the join also to be round, so you can do that here. Okay, so now it's round. I mean, to be like in a perfect structure, basically I should have done it inside a frame, because probably they're going to be structured in an auto layout. So you know what, let's do it properly. Hey, what am I doing here? Why am I working like a not professional guy, which is not nice? Okay, let's do it something like that. Yeah, 24 by 24. Good. And this one is gonna sit in the middle. Good, because when we are auto layouting icons as well, you better have them sit in a frame, because today it can be this icon and another day it can be a different icon. Let me just see, by the way, its size. If it's 24 by 24, I want to make sure 6 by 13 is not good. I want to make it actually an even number. So like that, if it's an even number, 14, so it's perfect. It can be aligned to the middle in this frame, and then it can sit in a perfect way. Okay, if it's not an odd, if it's an odd number, sorry, and that is an even number of the frame size, it's not going to sit in the middle. Anyway, yeah, so we're over that, and let's this one, give it a auto layout. Yes, auto layout, and we're gonna make it 60. It's gonna be aligned to the center, and that is good. And the size of it actually is going to be, sorry, 300. And this one we can actually give it a fill container, so it's gonna push this one to the side. Okay, on the other ones we can take the same auto layout and actually just delete this one, or we can make it a component. Never mind, that's okay. 1 second, this is going to be the default list item, because this is the, oh, what is that? Yeah, default list item. Okay, so that is the default list item, meaning this is the first choice. Sometimes it just says here select, but it doesn't matter anyway. Okay, and now what we're gonna do is we're gonna have another auto layout which is going to be attached to it, to this one. This one I'm gonna give it actually a bit of a darker color. Let's see how they both look here. Yeah, they look good. Okay, good. So this is going to be just the list item. Hey, listen to me when I'm talking to you. Okay, so this is going to be the second Oh, nice. 1 second. Let me just fix that. This, by the way, we don't need. And this one, why is it happening that way? Let me see. Yeah, that is pretty weird. Okay, and good. So that's the second option. And actually, let me see if that's what I want. No, that's not what I want. Let me give this one a 0, and we're gonna duplicate that. And we're actually gonna make this one the third. Just gonna put them together in their own auto layout, and this is going to be list, well, let's say, yeah, list items. That's okay for now. List items is good. And let's do something like that, or even something like that. And this is going to be our fourth option and the fifth one. Okay, good. Now the fifth one actually is going to be, you know what, we can take this auto layout, and this auto layout actually, yeah, you know what, we can give it something like that. I'm kind of talking to myself as we go, which is pretty weird, but anyway, that's okay. Yeah, okay, so we're gonna have something like that, which is cool, I think. And let's call it the let's call it a single select. Okay, so that's a single select, and we're gonna have the single select. This is the expanded, and this one actually is going to be the collapsed. We're gonna collapse it right now. Okay, collapsed. Now let's see how we work with that. Actually, you know what, let's do the, yeah, it doesn't matter, you know. I'm gonna select this one, the first one, and I'm gonna give it an absolute position. The minute I do that, you will see that this one kind of like became shorter. Okay, it didn't became shorter because this one now sits above this one. It just went behind it. Okay, let me explain it better, just for that's just to make sure that you guys know what's going on. So we had actually this one, you see this part, this auto layout, which holds the list items here, and above it, yeah, above it we had this one. Okay, yeah, I don't see that much of a color difference. Let me make it a bit brighter. Yeah, so that is actually how we had them, something like that. Okay, this is kind of like sorry, if I'm looking at it from the side, okay, I'm turning it like to the side and look at it like that. The moment I make this one an absolute position, what happens is that, you see these ones, they just go like that, and now this sits above them again, as I explained before, but now you see it kind of like even more. Okay, so that's what happened here. And what I'm going to do now is actually put that a line to the bottom, and I can just drag it and reveal it again easily. Okay, this, let's take this one. And now, by the way, another thing which I want to do, I want to put a kind of a scroll bar inside this one, okay, to show that there is a scroll inside this selector. So let me do something like that. I guess, yes, something, yeah, that's okay, something like that. And yeah, so now actually, if I take, you know what, maybe I need to make it a bit thicker just for us to see it better. Okay, so if I take that and just put it here, you see what happens? Does something like that, because this is the scroll bar. It's not placed with an absolute position. The moment I hit the absolute position, now I can just freely place it wherever I want inside this auto layout. I'll give the color a bit darker, something like that. And let me see that it's placed not inside a list item. Wait, okay, this is here. I want it below. I don't know why it kind of like throwed it there, but I want it here. Okay, good. So list items, oh no, it's not inside them, so this is going to be here. List items, I'm just checking. Good, now it's placed properly inside it. So we got the scroll bar actually again absolute positioned inside here. Cool. So we have that done. Now I can duplicate it. So we have this one in an absolute position inside this whole auto layout, and this one in an absolute position inside this auto layout, which holds the list items. Okay, collapsed. And now, as I said, I can just collapse it like that, and I'm gonna hit the clip content, and it's gonna hide the ones that all whatever is just outside this auto layout. And now I'm gonna create component set. We have this single select. I'm gonna copy it and place it here. Let's give it that, and let me give it a play and see what we got. Okay, oh, I didn't actually, okay, there's something wrong here which I didn't take care of. My bad. Let me see what's going on. So this one, I need to give it a 6 pixel round corner. Sorry for hitting the keyboard hard. I always do that and it always sounds terrible, but anyway, I'm aware of it, but that's okay. This is in clip content 6, same thing actually, so I didn't actually have to do this here on the bottom. Yeah, but it doesn't matter, so that's good. And of course, something which I didn't do, I mean this one here, we gotta do something like that. Basically what I did is this flip vertical. I use the shift V, actually PC and Mac same thing, so that is going to be like that. And I'm gonna select this one, which I'm gonna do the interaction with it, of course make it an interactive component. Now we're gonna do it with a smart animate. Let's give it a 300, I think, which is gonna work pretty nice. And this is going to hook us up here, and let's see how it looks. Perfect, nice. Okay, so now we have this grayish drop down there. Everything is very gray here. Yeah, let's give it kind of like, I don't know, a happiest color, please. I mean, what the hell. Yeah, let me see. Yeah, now it looks more happy. I guess it looks less depressing. Anyway, so you see, so now it works perfect. We have it going on, and great. That looks perfect, and this is exactly what I wanted to achieve. Basically, working with absolute position in an auto layout to place elements as we want them to behave and be placed in an auto layout, which can be a bit kind of like challenging sometimes to do things like that and things like that with an auto layout. Before it was impossible, but with the new update, which is not so new, it's already a few months from Figma, the absolute position, thanks God, so we can do that easily, and that is pretty cool. So that's about it, guys, for now. Thank you so much for watching this tutorial. I would be very happy for your like, if you liked it, of course. I hope you did. And I would be even more happy if you subscribe to my channel. Cool and great tutorials are always coming up ahead. Thanks a lot. See you in the next tutorial, guys. Bye for now.